This is the Tudor Black Bay Chrono in a Flamingo Blue colorway. And more than the specs that have remained unchanged from the previous iterations of the Black Bay Chrono, yes, it's still a chunky boy, there are a handful of points of discussion that make this release intriguing to say the least. Let's put our therapy hats on and psychoanalyze this watch. Unlike the previous Black Bay Chrono in pink, this new pastel turquoise dial has no official association to any particular sporting event like football. It just is. And I think that's good, because we know sometimes brands like to design a product and then try to find a story to match it. I know this because I've done it too. It adds a layer of purpose behind the brand's release that sounds far more sophisticated than we just want to sell more watches. But this is just a fun dial color, something that brings the far more serious, vintage-inspired Black Bay Chrono Panda to the current day and age. One thing that Tudor almost always nails is their selection of dial colors, and this Flamingo Blue is no exception. It's far more vibrant in person than it appears in photos, thanks to its ability to shift depending on the light, from baby blue to a dense Tiffany blue. But the hype around this watch is what fascinated me to talk about it. How does an entry-level luxury watch brand release a product that isn't just looked at as a daily beater by high-end collectors, which is often the case, but has actually become far more desirable than most of its bigger brother's offerings? But this is precisely what I want to explore here. How is Tudor able to maintain such an ironclad hold on desirability on a seemingly standard product with just a minor aesthetic modification? There's a recurring theme in the global watch community. We enthusiasts beg brands to do something different. When they do, we don't like it, so we don't buy it. Either because the brand didn't read our minds on exactly how we want the watch to be, or more plausibly, because once the brand releases a watch that is exactly how we want it all along, our bank balance sends us a laughing emoji text. But when brands don't take a risk and stay in that perfectly calibrated lane that they know will be a commercial success, we call it lazy and then immediately call our ADs to see if we can get an allocation. Tudor has been strategic about their limited production releases. They know how to create desirability even at attainable prices. While most brands are often pushed back in their place by their parent companies or conglomerates, an example we see within the Swatch Group more often than not, heritage brands like Longines that could be sitting shoulder to shoulder with Omega and Rolex are seemingly forced to stay within the entry-level price bracket that remove high-end collectors from even going near the brand. This has almost always been the case. The price range of a brand reflects their customer base that it's targeting, which as a result establishes its brand positioning. But the folks at other watch brands are scratching their heads trying to figure out why is it when Tudor does something as simple as a dial color change, it turns to gold. I think the main reason for the success of this release comes down to a few things. Tudor is elevating its brand image, positioning, and products all at once. Tudor enjoys having an association with Rolex. There is that subconscious perception in the collector's mind, with Tudor being that safe yet aspirational brand that has a touch of fun flair to it. It's timeless but trendy at the same time. With limited production models like this Flamingo Blue that is hardly seen in the wild, Tudor walks that thin line that balances value, quality, and desirability. Now, just for the record, this is not a limited edition nor officially a limited production release, but just based on how few there are in both the watch circles and boutiques, it is safe to assume that Tudor has a tight grip on making sure that they don't flood the market with these. Once upon a time, Rolex divided its staff into two groups by evaluating them on a psychological level. All of the sane, logical staff were placed on one side of the room and the mad scientists were placed on the other side. Guess which group was stationed at Kinesi? At least that's how I imagine it happened. Historically, Tudor has been the testing ground for Rolex, so this leads to an air of unpredictability around Tudor. There's a sense of rebellion, a born-to-dare vibe around the brand, with ads showing people wearing Tudors while jumping, cycling, and performing stunts. That sense of danger adds to the youthful nature of the brand. It's the younger, rebellious brother, and this makes it feel more exciting. Many high-end collectors won't dare to bash their Submariners around, but they won't be afraid to beat up their Pelagos or Black Bays when they're feeling adventurous. This approach doesn't just prevent the two brands from competing with each other, but instead, it makes them complement each other. The Black Bay Chrono, in just a few years, has become a perfect testing platform. It's bold, robust, and packs a powerful set of specifications from the Breitling-based column wheel chronograph to 200 meters of water distance. Every part of it is as resilient as it can get. And now with this new color, you can add fun to the list of things you get with this watch. I think it's only a matter of time before we start seeing technical upgrades as well, but until then, we have a wide variety of options to choose from, ranging from highly conservative to absolutely bonkers. If you enjoyed this video, do like and subscribe, and if you're looking for a new watch, check out Swiss Connection watches, link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.